How many secretaries does it take to get a hold of a secretary? There's the magical question. What about how many? So I was just informed today by somebody called Melissa at the Ingham County Courthouse. She said every day, she has to inform people that they cannot give legal advice. I wonder who that stemmed from. So, Mrs. Whitmer, you're not the governor. You are seriously a piece of shit. Governor Granholm, you are also a piece of shit. Governor Rick Snyder, you're also a piece of shit. Why do I say that you guys, all three of you compadres, are a piece of shit? Because you're a piece of shit. The fact of the matter is, I have yet to have my analog meter returned back where it was. But the fact of the matter is, and here's a difference between myself and Big Gretch or Stretching Gretchen, right? So I was at the gas station up at 46 and I want to say it was Bevins Road. I could be totally wrong. But there was a woman that had her wallet and purse outside of the gas station on a bench a few years ago. The difference between a roadside pirate, i.e. people that voted for Big Gretch, and myself, I actually had enough, know-how to take her wallet that had Uber's amount of money in it and give it back to the gas station. However, a roadside pirate or somebody that thinks that they are of importance will, under the color of law or qualified immunity, they will steal from you, gaslight you, and pretend as if they are important or above the law. But what I am saying today is the actual governor of Michigan is to give a big middle finger to your prosecutors, to the judges, to all law enforcement in the state of Michigan. Why? Because the only thing they are there to do is draw a chalk line around your body when you are deader than a doorknob. The Supreme Court has already said that they encourage law enforcement officers to lie. The Supreme Court encourages officers to lie. I bet that's going to go very well. How about this other Supreme Court decision? The Supreme Court has also said that money is speech. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have totally thought that speech, i.e. the fact that I'm speaking, that the words coming out of my mouth are now speech, that money is not speech. I give one shit whether Whitmer's dad or uncle was, I don't know, employed by Blue Cross Blue Shield. The fact of the matter is you have yet to return my meter. Ask me why I've been so persistent about getting my meter back. There's only one reason, and history shows it. Hey, Big Gretch and everybody that participated in our meters, what are you going to do next? Are you going to come door to... Fact, I nipped it in the ass. I called Sanilac Animal Control out on their door-to-door campaign, going door-to-door to ask people whether they've got their dog license or not. So now that everybody on the other end that participated in taking a meter and then putting a smart meter on, you've lost. You are about a loser. You literally showed to the world the kink in your armor, and I hope that the entire world takes full advantage of it. Why am I saying this? Simply put, the only thing you had to do was take our meter and put it back and admit defeat. But the fact that you didn't showed to the entire world and the whole entire international community how much of a weak link you are, and you literally showed nothing but the kink in your armor. You exposed the kink in your armor by not taking our meter and putting it back where it was. So now that people are going to start poking at the kink in your armor, I hope it sets well with you. You should start everybody, and like I said again, today I found out that every day people are told multiple times a day that they cannot give legal advice. That is a ill-gotten gain. We have some great minds that have come out of Michigan. We have Barry Sanders. We have Kid Rock. We have a bunch of people that are actors, that are musicians, that are athletes. We have great people coming up out of the state of Michigan. But you know, one stain that is on this state that is going to be blood red and purple, according to Debbie Stabenow or some other people, because apparently Michigan is now a battleground state. I'm waiting for my meter to be returned. Why am I waiting for that to be returned? I'll put it like this. If you think you're on the winning side by taking an analog meter and putting a smart meter on everybody's house, I'm going to go ahead and play pretend just for one moment that you somehow won, that somehow in your mind you're mysteriously in charge of anything. The fact of the matter is, history shows, and I mean this wholeheartedly, that everybody with the Attorney General's office, everybody with the Gretchen and Whitmer's administration, everyone that is with the school district, anybody that is with the county, fact of the matter is until our meters are returned, history has showed before in times past. I attempted with knocking on the Sanilac Animal Control's door to stop a door-to-door campaign. You know, the only people that have ever lost are people that have went door-to-door. So fact, history has shown that everybody that participated in placing a smart meter on everybody's house has came out on the losing end of what's called a shit stick. And I mean that legitimately, a shit stick. Meaning if you were to take a stick and put it up somebody's butthole and then draw it out and have shit at the end of it, that's what you got by taking our meters and putting them there. That's what you won. So, Mrs. Whitmer, when you decide to eat a almond out of a piece of turd, or you decide to, I don't know, look dumb as fuck just in the way that you have, just remember that the only person that is a tyrant, the only person that thought she was important was you. I'm waiting for my meter to be returned, and it has nothing to do with my meter. It has everything to do with castle doctrine. And so until you figure that out, you're going to be on the losing end of everything that you wished upon people. Now, the fact that 45,000 redheads were burned at the stake for being redheads, I'm going to go ahead and submit one thing. You think you won? Mrs. Whitmer, you lost everything. I promise you that.